Sorry about that. Batteries on my camera did cut out. Anyway, what I was trying to discuss was legislation has recently been passed over the internet kill switch in the United States. So if things start happening like they do in Egypt, they will cut off the internet. And I can warn the government right now. If they cut off the internet in this country, there will be people in the streets, just as there are in Egypt. It is one of the few remaining places that you can have free speech and have it reach many people. And taking that away is no different than taking our freedom. And should it come to that, I suggest everybody who treasures their freedom get out in the streets and protest it, should it happen here. It's just become a vital tool for getting the word out and ending this control and manipulation. Also, I came across a few articles today concerning equality in the economy, as in money, the equal money dollar, they call it. In my own opinion, even if money is equal, eventually there will come a time when it is no longer, because everyone handles their money differently. Some handle their finances well, others do not. In my opinion, as I've said before, we should do away with money altogether. If people want to purchase something, they should work for it. I mean, that we should still be able to barter with our goods, with our wares, but money should be abolished altogether. And it's going to be a very long, difficult, confusing process on how to go about it. Because ever since the introduction of paper money, that's all we've known. If it's not equal, if you don't have money, then you live a simple life. If you do have money, then you can do many things that people without money cannot. It's become a form of control by the elites. And I've always said money is evil. And again, good and evil are only a perception of the mind. But in my perception, it's evil. I've never liked money, even when I was in high school. I got a job very early in high school, and for a time, I enjoyed working because it was different than school. You know, you've been in school for so long, you want to go out in the world, you want to make money. But after a while, it's just, I've come to dislike money. I don't care for it, and I live just enough to get by. I don't save much money, really, because I have no use for it. A lot of people will view it differently than I do, but as I've said, I don't like money at all. I think it's evil. I think it's hatched this society we live in now. It's made people slaves to society, and it's ruined society. Because all basis of stature and statistic is money. You can't live without it unless you choose to live a life that is viewed as uncivilized by society. And again, like I've said, many of those people that choose not to live that way have great wisdom. They see the whole picture of what's really going on. And no matter the cost or strife on their physical body, they continue because they are strong in their belief. And I admire them for that. Myself, I don't know if I could do that, given, my situation. I have to be a father, and I have to support for my child. If I was homeless, so surely I couldn't do that. And that's another reason, I'm torn on just what to do right now with my life. I know that I will persevere, I will make the right decision, but there's going to be a certain degree of, regret or whatever. And as I've said, in this area, there's a lot of chemtrails going on right now. And I've noticed a lot more people looking up at the sky. They're noticing it too. I also came across an article on airplane holograms that are supposedly in the sky now. what you think is an airplane may not be. And I've seen a few videos where what appears to be an airplane suddenly morphs into something different altogether. Another interesting video that's come around is the Temple of the Mont Rock in Jerusalem. There are 3 or 4 different videos circulating right now of a sphere of light descending on the temple, and they're all at, when you compare them at the same time, it's all in the same time. And how can you dismiss that? If it was one video, then I can understand maybe it could be dismissed. But 3 videos, all shot at the same time, the same place, showing the same thing. If my advice to those in control now is to disclose, give us disclosure. That's the civil path to go about it. Let the people know what's going on. They will be upset, of course, because it's been hidden from us for so long, but in many ways I feel it would be a step in the right direction toward repent for the powers that be finally giving us some kind of truth as to what's going on. I've come across a few other articles where those that have given disclosure have been marked by, we all know who they've been marked by. You cannot be afraid. Do not be afraid of death. Death is only a conscious choice. It's just another path. It's not the end. It's only the end of the physical. We're all immortal beings. And like we've been robbed of our memory for so long now, our DNA has been tampered with, and that's why, many of us lack the wisdom that we should have from persevering on this planet for so long. No one should be deprived of that, no one. And in closing today, I just want to state once again that these are only opinions of an average Joe. Take them with a grain of salt as you would anything else, but don't dismiss it until you've done your own research into it. An intelligent person doesn't dismiss something right away. They do their own research into it, they make their own analysis, they compare that analysis to others, and then they make a decision on it. And again, I love you all. Love everyone that's around you. Forgive everyone for anything they've done to you. The world is waking up. The conscious wave is sweeping over this world right now. And that is what those who have controlled us for so long fear the most. They have no power over that. They are greatly outnumbered. They are desperate right now.